Have you ever driven alone at night and felt like something was watching you? This story happened to a man on a quiet road near Pskov. I was driving to Pskov to pick up my car from customs. It was a bright summer day, not a single cloud in the sky. I had food, drinks, and even a sleeping bag in the trunk, just in case I had to spend the night on the road. I stopped once for a smoke, took a short nap, ate some sandwiches, and then got back behind the wheel. The road was smooth, empty, and I was cruising at 150 kilometers per hour. I reached customs in the evening. Paperwork, bored faces, endless waiting. Hours passed before I could finally leave. It was just after midnight when I started driving back. The road was almost completely empty. Then suddenly, my headlights caught something on the side of the road. An old man, sitting on a chair with two buckets in front of him. I slowed down and stopped. There was nothing inside the buckets. The old man just sat there, giggling, staring into the forest. He didn't answer a single question. I felt uneasy, so I just threw some money into one of the buckets and drove away. I was exhausted. My eyes were getting heavy, and I knew I couldn't keep driving. So after a few kilometers, I turned off the highway. The dirt road led to a strange, empty place, surrounded by forest. I parked the car, folded the seats, and lay down in my sleeping bag. For some reason, I didn't want to turn off the lights. But eventually, I did. And I fell asleep. I don't know how long I was asleep, but I woke up suddenly. The car was shaking, and I could hear children laughing. Soft at first, then louder, happy, but somehow wrong. The windows were fogged up. I couldn't see anything. I leaned closer, trying to look outside. Then suddenly, a small hand slammed against the glass and slowly slid down. I screamed and jumped into the driver's seat. I couldn't find my keys. My hands were shaking, my heart pounding. The laughter got louder. The car was shaking harder and harder. And then, I smelled something burning. The key was already in the ignition. I turned it. The engine roared to life. I switched on the headlights. And that's when I saw them. About 15 children standing right in front of the car. They were wearing old Soviet-era uniforms, their faces covered in black soot. And they were smiling. I slammed the car into reverse. The engine screamed as I sped away. The children slowly disappeared into the darkness. And one of them was waving. I drove until I reached a police checkpoint. I jumped out and told them everything. They laughed. They thought I was drunk. But then, one of them asked where it happened. When I told them, their faces changed. They told me that years ago, there was a boarding school there, and in the late 1980s, it burned down. Almost all the children died in the fire. They told me it was just a nightmare, and maybe it was. But when I went back to my car, on the hood, barely visible through the rain, there were small handprints, black, like ash. If you think this story is disturbing, wait until the next one.